What's up, Guardians? It's your boy Doodle from Doodles of Destiny, and today I want to share a quick loadout you can use in the Perdition Legend Lost Sector. But before I get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to receive Destiny 2 news, tricks and tips, and all sorts of Destiny 2 content. Now, with Season 15 being Season of the Lost, I would highly recommend taking advantage of the Fusion Rifle meta. Pairing any Fusion Rifle with the armor mod Particle Deconstruction will give you a huge advantage in any high content activity. This week's modifiers are Shocker, where Vex spawn pools of radiolarian fluid at their feet when defeated, Arc Burn, which increases the output damage of arc weapons and abilities by 50% for you and your enemies, and Arc and Void Shields, which can only be broken with matchmade weapons to the shield's element class or an anti-barrier weapon. The rewards dropping today are the exotic chest armor, being the Omnioculus for the Hunters, the Cuirass of the Falling Star for the Titans, and the Mantle of Battle Harmony for the Warlocks. There is also a chance of receiving other exotics from the loot pool, enhancement cores, and enhancement prisms. As far as weapons go, I use the Braytech Werewolf Auto Rifle with anti-barrier mod, the Trinity Ghoul Combat Bow with Overload Bow, and the Tarantula Linear Fusion Rifle paired with Particle Deconstruction. As I mentioned before, in this Lost Sector, you will be facing enemies with Arc Shields and Void Shields, specifically Vex Harpies, which will be in almost every room. There are only 2 Void Shield Minotaurs, one in the first room and one in the second room. You will also be facing Vex Overload Champions and Barrier Champions, so make sure you have the right subclass, weapons, and mods on to break their shields before you start, as your weapons and gear will become locked once you enter. Because arc shields are more predominant here, I would recommend a long-range arc weapon like Trinity Ghoul. Trinity Ghoul will more or less be used for stunning Overload Champions, which will spawn in the first room and in the second room. It can also be a great ad clearing tool if you're trying to keep your distance, which is a plus in high content activities. Because there really isn't a huge need for void damage apart from these 2 enemies, I would recommend simply using a void subclass. As far as weapons go, Braytech Werewolf will generally be used for popping off barrier shields and shooting through all shielded enemies. As anti-barrier mod means you can shoot through anything, I would definitely take this into consideration. There are only 2 barrier champions in this Lost Sector, so any auto rifle in my opinion could work just as well for this. Tarantula will be used for champion DPS, and when paired with the mod Particle Deconstruction and the 50% increase in arc damage will absolutely melt all champions. Combine all 3 of these weapons and you may find this Lost Sector a lot easier. Like, way easier. Anyways, Guardians, that's all the time I have to focus on this specific Lost Sector. If you find this setup useful or know of any that would make farming this easier, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. And as always, this is Doodle from Doodles of Destiny.